Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Gang, all that good stuff, man. Y'all know what it is. Haven't been dropping videos consistently, but I got some time on my hands. The baby out the house, my lady gone. I'm chilling, man. I'm at the crib chilling, and I decided to put up a video for tonight's slate. As you see, I got some picks right here, and I'm gonna just go through and explain why I have each of these picks. This is gonna give you almost $10,000 for the remaining 3 spots. Hopefully it helps you get to the green line. These are guys that will be in my starting lineup today, man. Starting off with Fred VanVleet. The boy's 4,900. He should be starting tonight for the resting Kawhi Leonard. I don't know why he's resting. He doesn't play back-to-backs. We all know that. But he's resting again today. Maybe they have a back-to-back on tomorrow's slate. I haven't looked that far ahead. But with him being out, I'm going to go to Fred VanVleet. He's normally the starter. If any of the wing players are out, whether it's Kawhi, whether it's Lowry, whether it's Green, Fred VanVleet typically steps in there. So I went on and locked him in as my starting point guard. Other guys I think we can look at. I think we can take a long look at Norman Powell. I think he should be okay. If we find out that OG is also out, we can look at CJ Miles. CJ Miles should get a couple of minutes. He's had a few good games, a couple good games here recently, but he has not been a fantasy asset that I'm super comfortable with. But for a GPP dart, I think he's okay on tonight's slate. Other guys I think we can take a small look at is going to be DeLon Wright, because, of course, if Fred VanVleet is stepping into the starting lineup, DeLon Wright should see a couple extra minutes in this situation, so I like him as well. And then the guy who's typically stepped over, not looked at, overlooked, if you will, is going to be Danny Green, man. Now, he's not the best player. He has to hit at least 3 or 4 3-pointers for him to get close to his value, but I think he's in an okay spot. He's pretty cheap. I think he's like 4,300, so you can take a look at him as well. Moving on to my shooting guard, it's my boy Marcus Smart going up against Atlanta. Atlanta plays sloppy. We got news that Gordon Hayward is out, so that's going to bring a few players into play in this situation. It's going to be Marcus Smart. He should get more minutes. I think Terry Rozier will get a couple extra minutes, but he's kind of at the bottom end. Other guys you can look stepping into a bigger minute situation is going to be Markieff Morris. Not Markieff Morris. It's Marcus Morris. I'm sorry. It's Marcus Morris and Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is pretty cheap today. I definitely think you can take a look at him. But my favorite out of the whole situation with Gordon Hayward being out is going to be Marcus Smart. Moving on to small forward. As you see, I got 2 Detroit players, man, and that's going to be Stanley Johnson and Zaza Pachulia. Andre Drummond is out. Now, Stanley Johnson is he's a bit of a risk, man, but I will say this. If we get Ellison out and we get John Lure out, we definitely want to lock in Stanley Johnson because he comes in, he plays power forward minutes. I think he's in a great spot going up against the Kings tonight. It should be a fast-paced game. I really love Stanley Johnson at 3,400. Moving on to power forward, it's my boy JaMychal Green, 5,200. I know that price is getting up there, but don't be scared to play him. He's in a good spot tonight, man. No Joakim Noah, so he will be playing back up power forward and back up center minutes. I think his minutes will go up in this situation. They're gonna have to figure out a way to fill in at the center, and I don't think Ian Rabb will just step in and get a ton of minutes just because Joakim Noah is out. So I really like my boy JaMychal Green. I think he's in a great spot taking on Toronto. Moving on to center, It's my boy Zaza, man. Now, last night, dude, I played Zaza Pachulia. I don't know what made me play him, man. He's been getting pretty decent minutes, but Andre Drummond got hurt. And Zaza Pachulia, he did not score until literally 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That was his first points. I'm going to pull up his game log. The man scored 2 points in 28 minutes, y'all. That is bogus. That is crazy. But he ended up with 20 fantasy points. I actually chose to go Zaza Pachulia over my boy Zizic. I know Zizic was definitely chalk yesterday. He got a lot of garbage time minutes, and he wound up with 30+ points. He was a decent play, but I think tonight I will be going with Zaza Pachulia. I think there's no way he does not score more than 2 points. He's cheaper than Zizic, and I think his ownership will be a little bit lower than Ante Zizic. So I want to go ahead and put in Zaza Pachulia at 3,300. I think he's in a good spot. So I want to go ahead and throw him in. I also love Blake Griffin going up against the Kings, man. It should be a scoring fest tonight. I really like this game. I like Marvin Bagley on the other side. It's a lot of great options tonight, but these are just my value plays, man. So if y'all have any questions, be sure to hit me up on Twitter at DFSMasterMind _ what else I gotta say? Oh, shout out to my boy DFS Greatness, man. Go check out his channel. The boy has been posting videos. He's been helping you cash out. That is my guy. Shout out to Rome. And besides that, man, I want y'all to get to the green line. Let's cash out. Let's do our thing tonight, man. Your boy's been hot tonight, man, so I'm gonna try to keep it rolling on tonight's slate. That is it. That's all I have to say. Y'all bless up, and let's get to the green line.